This video is part of the online course Europe and Young People: How Citizenship Works in the European Context.
Yeah, then. If we talk about the examples of European initiatives or programs that have influenced the local level, probably we will be speaking about the Erasmus Plus program, or now Solidarity Corps program. What I had the chance to take part was one Erasmus Plus training course called Edu Gaming, which taught young people how to design educational board games. And some of the participants were from my hometown, and they used the knowledge in the local youth club where I work to use all the competences they gained during the training course, and it actually influenced the local community quite a lot. The young people later on used what the participants learned to set up board gaming programs, to set up educational programs that were implemented in the local community. They were using this knowledge to build new educational games that were then played and enjoyed by many. So basically this is how we are somehow transmitting that knowledge from big European projects to the local level.
One of the projects I work at the moment, called Resolve, has this component of social actions included. This actually means that young people, after they participate in European projects that we are implementing, they're doing social actions for their local community. So all these things they have learned during our European projects, they can put into practice. It involves young people giving their time and other resources for the common good, and it can be in a range of forms, from volunteering to direct support of the community or supporting other peers and members of the communities. For example, few years ago we had young people who were implementing a showcase of European projects for young people who never participate in European projects because they were scared going abroad or just meeting so many different people. So they have done this for them, so at a later stage they can also apply to be participant in one of the projects. But also they have done supported the ones in the need, they have done different crowdfunding activities and etc.
Implementing at this moment a solidarity project with a group of friends, active youth workers and Austrians. So we are all currently in Austria. Okay, not precise, we are not Austrians, we are Europeans, but still we are all in Austria and implementing a small solidarity project called Slow Down Your Design. You can of course visit our webpage, our Instagram page, and look up our goals and what workshops are we doing. And so this project is implemented in Vienna, so it means local, from locals to the local community, but funded from the EU in the frame of solidarity projects. I noticed that it made a huge impact, first in the small circle of my friends, and my roommate started to do a bit more upcycling, recycling, thinking about stuff before they throw them away. So this first step happened already in my surrounding. The second step happened at my workplace, then at my students, at my colleagues and student fellows. Then we had also some visibility and we reached out also to the city. We were part of the Klimawerkstatt. That's a project from the city Vienna, Make Vienna Green Again, or greener, because Vienna is already really green. So I think these kind of steps and involvement help the local group to get power to go a step further, to make it bigger. So we started with a local solidarity project, but our goal is a bigger picture, to make then a network first in Austria and then to find partners in the EU and to develop the next steps of our green journey.
In 2008 and 2009 in Jelenia in Poland, informal youth group Rada Młodych organized 2 projects in frame of Youth in Action program. Altogether there were 90 participants in age between 14 to 20 years old. Projects were aiming at mobilization of youth to be more engaged in local community. There were workshops on participation of youth in local politics, in local life, in life of local community. From 90 participants, most of them are still active in their local communities until today, politically, socially. And I believe these projects were important milestones for young people to become more active in their local community.
In 2011, Croatian Employment Service carried out a project which aimed at increasing the employability of people with disabilities and reducing social exclusion in one of the least developed counties in Croatia. In the county, it was recognized a high demand for local, traditional handmade products. That is why the project focused especially on developing artistic skills of people with disabilities. The local museum designed souvenirs which participants could produce during the pottery workshop they were attending. Moreover, participants learned how to write CVs and became more self-confident in searching for job opportunities. The educational institution where the workshops took place adapted its space and removed all physical barriers for people with disabilities. The teacher received special education for working with people with disabilities. And all this is of great importance because there are not many institutions in that area to conduct educational activities for people with disabilities. Finally, a model of employment of persons with disabilities within social entrepreneurship has been developed.
This video is part of the online course Europe and Young People: How Citizenship Works in the European Context. The course has been funded with support of the Erasmus Plus program in the field of youth.